The meeting room will now come to order. We are now holding a meeting of the Genoa Kingston FFA chapter. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President. The Sentinel.
Station by the door.
Your duties there.
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the President in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization, reaching from the states of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the states Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there.
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm records, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there.
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I am asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is the symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist from time to time in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is the token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we will be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
There are 7 members present, Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here?
To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess.
May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this meeting of the Genoa Kingston FFA chapter duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. Is there any new business?
Madam President,
John.
I move that our Genoa Kingston FFA chapter host a recycling program on the last Saturday of each month in the school shop.
The motion that the Genoa Kingston FFA chapter host a recycling program on the last Saturday of each month in the school shop must be seconded and can be debated and amended. Is there a second?
Second.
Debate on the main motion.
Madam President.
John.
We all know that community service hours are necessary to graduate, and so this motion is great for getting those community service hours and for team bonding skills. And that's why we should all vote yes on this motion.
Madam President.
Kara.
The creed states that I believe in leadership from ourselves and respect from others. If we lead our FFA chapter to host a recycling program, then it will get the respect from our community of having less dirty streets, because we just did highway cleanup. I think that if we do a recycling program, it'll help keep our streets clean.
Madam President,
Nora.
all officers should say yes to this motion because it is very good for the environment, and I think many kids would love to do it. And we also have a lot of garbage cans and many things that we can use to do this recycling thing. So therefore, we should all say yes to this new motion.
Madam President,
Lucy.
we have done many previous activities similar to this. We all had lots of fun and it was a great team bonding experience. So I urge you all to vote yes to this motion.
Madam President.
Abby.
The last 2 lines in the FFA motto states earning to live and living to serve. With doing a recycling project, we earn the right as human beings because we take care of our planet and the planet will take care of us in return. Therefore, the Assembly should be for this motion.
Madam President.
Kylie.
I urge you all to vote against this because based on statistics, most kids like to stay in or go out on Saturdays with their friends, and I don't think we would be able to rally enough people together to to support this recycling program, and for that I urge you all to be against it.
Madam President.
Abby.
I move that we amend this motion by striking Saturdays and adding Tuesdays.
Is there a second to this amendment?
Second.
Debate on the amendment?
Madam President.
Abby.
Weekends are for the family. If we take away the Saturday, then that means that we don't get family time that we don't get in the week. So therefore, Tuesdays is a great time because there's less plans on Tuesdays. So therefore, the Assembly should vote for this amendment.
Madam President.
John.
I think this is a very effective amendment because, as we know, our town's garbage day is on Wednesday. So to pick up all the garbage on Tuesday, it would be taken out immediately and we would avoid the smell. And so that's why we should vote yes on this motion.
Madam President.
Lucy.
I disagree with this amendment. I think that making it Tuesday is not beneficial as it is a school day. We don't have as many people coming on Saturday signed up, so I think that it would be most beneficial to say no to this motion.
Madam President.
Kara.
I think this amendment is kind of unnecessary. Every FFA officer here right now does not have their license. How are they supposed to get to the school at night if it's a Tuesday? Our parents are working until 5:30. There's no way for us to get here. I think Saturday is a way better idea, so the Assembly should vote no.
Madam President.
Nora.
The Assembly should disagree with this because I know that on weekends a lot of people have more time to go do more things, and it's like not a school day, so we would have more hours to do this, and even if it's just for a short period of time, I think it would be very effective. So I think that we should still do it on Saturdays, and so therefore we should not do it on Tuesdays.
Madam President,
Kylie.
I urge the Assembly to vote yes for this amendment. I believe that it would be truly beneficial for everyone involved that we host this on Tuesdays instead of Saturdays. It works out with everyone's schedule, and it gives us proper time to get it done. And for that, I think you should all vote yes.
Parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
What is the vote required to pass this amendment?
A simple majority.
Thank you.
Discussion, discussion, discussion. All those in favor by striking Saturdays and adding Tuesdays, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Nay.
Motion passed. Is there discussion on the main motion?
Madam President,
Kylie.
I move that we take a 5-minute recess.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any amendments? All those in favor of taking a 5-minute recess, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Nay.
Motion failed. Is there discussion?
Madam President,
Kara.
as many of you know, you might think that doing a recycling program might take up a lot of time, but it really isn't. You just have to collect all the recycling bins from each classroom. So it's not very time consuming. So if we do it Saturday night, it won't be that big of a deal. It'll just take 5 minutes tops. So the Assembly should be in favor for this motion.
Madam President,
Nora.
I think that this would look really good on our club and our school in general, knowing that we would be doing this recycling thing once a month. And I just overall think that a lot of people, or a lot of members from our FFA group would really like to go and do this and even just spend time together and have a lot of fun and communicate with each other. And so therefore we should say yes to this motion.
Madam President,
Lucy.
this motion would boost our club immensely. In the FFA motto, it states doing to learn, and setting good examples like recycling is what we need to have a great club. So I urge you all to vote yes for this motion.
Parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
How many votes are for a main motion?
It's a simple majority.
Thank you.
Madam President,
John.
I think that this motion is a great idea because, as we know, the FFA has many classes about plants and the environment. So to be doing a recycling program and helping the environment, it would put a good image onto our FFA program. And so that's why this motion needs a yes vote.
Madam President,
Tara.
the last line in the FFA Creed states that I can exert an influence in my home and community, which will stand tall for my part in that inspiring task. If we start this recycling program, it'll make the entire community feel so at home, and the environment will just be way better. It'll be a better atmosphere for the school. I think this is a really good thing for our chapter, so we should pass it.
Madam President,
Lucy.
I move to postpone this motion till our next meeting.
Is there a second?
Second.
Debate on the postpone to our next meeting.
Madam President.
Lucy.
I think we need more time to think, so I think it would be most beneficial for us to postpone this to our next meeting.
Madam President.
Kylie.
Having time to think about this and finding out if people would be willing to participate in this event would strongly benefit us and would offer better reflection on this main motion. So I urge you all to vote yes.
Madam President,
Abby.
adding on to what Kylie and Lucy said earlier, we need more time to figure this out. We need to contact the recycling companies and find out if this works for them, if this date works for them. So therefore, we should postpone this to our next meeting.
Discussion.
Madam President,
John.
I disagree with this motion because with school ending, it'll be harder for us to gather and have a meeting. So I feel like it would be more beneficial if we made a decision today.
Madam President,
Nora.
I'm also against this postpone definitely because I think a lot of people are already going to go on summer break and go on vacation, and I just don't think that we would have enough people and I just don't think it would be more beneficial, so therefore we should say no to this motion.
Discussion. 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 All those in favor of postponing this motion to our next meeting, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passed. Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I have none, Madam President.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should now come before this meeting? We're about to adjourn this meeting of the Genoa Kingston FFA chapter. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, please join me for a salute to our flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I now declare this meeting adjourned.
Guys, if you want to go ahead and stand for oral questions, please. Before I start questioning, I do want to congratulate you guys on making it to the state level. You represented your chapter very well today.
Thank you.
So we're going to start with the president. And Madam President, you're going to have 2 questions, okay? And so your first one, if the entire agenda is completed at a meeting, can the chair adjourn the meeting without a motion and a vote?
No.
Can you explain your answer?
That's just unfair to close a meeting without a vote and the opinion of the assembly.
Thank you. And then your next question. What does non-biased mean as it pertains to your job as chair?
Non-biased as the chairman means that you take everyone's opinion as it is and you don't discriminate against anybody's word.
Thank you very much. Vice President,
Yes.
if the motion to recess passes, what happens to the meeting?
They take however long break, yeah.
Okay. And if the motion to recess fails, what happens to the meeting?
What's the word? They go back to the whatever motion they were on previously.
Thank you. The Sentinel.
Yes.
What is the purpose of the subsidiary motion postponed to a certain time?
To move the business to another time, whether that's the next meeting or if it's a special order, to the next timing.
How long can a motion be postponed if a chapter holds a regular business meeting every week on the same day?
To the next one, or they could skip it and say to further chapter meeting.
Okay, thank you very much. The Treasurer.
Yes.
What is a secondary amendment?
A secondary amendment adds on to the main motion.
Can you amend a secondary amendment?
Yes, once.
Thank you very much. We're now moving to the reporter.
Yes.
Your question, is parliamentary out of order when another member has the floor?
No.
Why is no vote required to adopt a parliamentary inquiry?
Because it's just a question to the chair and that the chair should know the answer and they don't really need help with like.
Okay. The advisor.
Yes.
Yes, we'll go to you. Name 2 of the 3 additional officers the chapter might elect according to the FFA official manual.
SAE manager and farm manager.
Okay, and Madam Secretary,
Yes.
what are the duties and responsibilities of a secretary regarding the agenda for chapter meetings as listed in the FFA official manual?
To maintain the agenda, print it out, and give it to all the officers present at the meeting.
Okay, that should be it.
Thank you.
Great job
Thank
today.
you.
Congratulations.